Hello, welcome to the second trail breakdown of the series. We're on or about to drop into Stairsteps right here in Aliso Woods. To my left is the B line. It's slightly easier. It's mostly flowy, already a blue, and it merges back with the main trail. So if you haven't done it, I recommend this side. But there's not much features on this side, so I'm not going to cover it. And there's nothing dangerous where you can hurt yourself either, so let loose. This is the main side right here where people go. So we'll start with it going slowly, and I'll stop where we need to break down some features. It's one of those trails where it's kind of awkward. You don't park near a canyon view. You need to park down to the canyon unless you want to hike back up. The beginning section is mostly flowy and dirt. The terrain is just up and down, so you can bump or pump and absorb features. It feels great. There's a bunch of little steps right here. Make sure you are comfortable with rolling features. So here's the first stop. You have the main line to the right or a fun line to the left, and they're both rolls. You would roll this, go roll, and then you would enter the main section of Stairsteps or the main waterfall. The second line is to the left here. You would roll over these rocks and almost straight line down this, but your speed is going to be slightly higher than this side, so make sure you look at where you're going. I recommend going right first until you're comfortable, then take the left for fun. So I'm going to do the main one first. Here, roll and roll this and roll this before you enter the main and the heart and soul of Stairsteps. Once again, these are the mini steps before you enter the main rock section of Stairsteps. They're mostly mellow rolls, so nothing to worry about. This is the section with the two lines I mentioned. The left is the main one where most people take, or riders right, and then this one is more of a fun line that you can take once you're comfortable with this line. It involves rolling that and then straight line down, all the way down. Here you go. Go over this side, over this rock, and you're gonna commit down. Okay, this is the heart and soul Stairsteps right here. Make a break, go big or go home moment. You roll down this little step and you greet it with a couple of choices. The main option is to roll right in the middle and apply your roll and absorb techniques all the way down. But the way it's shaped, it tends to push you to the left. So most likely you're gonna go down, end up near that tree there, and then make that slight right turn again. So watch out for that. Luckily there aren't a lot of square edge rocks here, the ones that you hit and immediately deflect or stop you. So remember, when you roll, lean down over the handlebar, push your front wheel, then roll it, push your rear wheel down and absorb the feature. Cathro has a series on rolls and absorbing features. Make sure you check that out, practice it real good, get comfortable before you commit into one of these real rolls. So I'm gonna use this as an example. The alternative and slightly easier line is, remember when you get here, dump all your speed. Go slightly right and turn that big roll into two smaller ones. But this one almost immediately send you into that line to the left there. So make sure your brake controls are good. Get down there, here, and then make the right turn, and then slightly left into where the two trails join, like I said. So coming down the small stair steps, brake, go over here, and then absorb these. Remember, it tends to feed you to the left, so make sure you brake good and absorb and roll everything. Roll this, and you're done. Now we're gonna try the main roll. And if you notice, when we took the right line before, it shoots us into the left really quickly. But if you did the main line, it does it slightly less so. So I think for line choices, it's a slightly better line. And always stay over the handlebar in the middle of your bike, bend down, absorb it, then when your wheel gets to the edge, push it down and push the rear down using your legs. That way you have brake control and you can steer. Okay, here it goes. Bend down. See how it shoots you straight pretty good? Instead of to the left, into the tree. There's a third sneaky line, and it's the best one, but it requires you to set up well in advance. So when you roll down these little steps up here, instead of going straight, you would go left over here. Stay left of these rocks. Check your speed real slow and go down this roll. And this roll is way more smooth than the middle roll or the right line. As a bonus, it sets you up almost straight down without veering left and hitting that bush down there. So if you can imagine, roll this, roll, 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 slight left, and then join with the B line of stair steps. And that's my favorite line to take at this section. But like I said, once you're comfortable with this trail, you can experience and decide what works best for you. Of course, there's the gangster line that lets you huck this instead of rolling it. But remember, the speed you enter after the huck is huge. On the other hand, when you roll, your wheels are almost always on the ground. Like, that gives you control and braking power. So don't try to huck before you learn how to roll and ride this properly. Okay, you saw the first two rolls, or the first two lines. Now we're gonna take the third sneaky line, and in order to do that, you have to set up early. And starts here, absorbing these first set of smaller rolls, then stay left here and roll this, and it shoots you off so much better for the rest of the section. Here, roll, and we're done. Now this is the lower waterfalls. There's kind of a main line, just have fun with it. roll, absorb, roll, absorb. Nothing sketchy. Stay left or right here. I like right, and then absorb that, absorb that, and you're done with the waterfalls. Watch out for this left turn. It's very loose in the summertime. Right now it's not so bad. Okay, over here there are two lines, to the left here or straight down slightly on the right, but on the left it's more mellow, I feel. So that's what I usually take, unless I'm out of line, and I would just end up wherever. Notice there's also this line right here, and it's okay, there's nothing fun. You kind of line up out there, go up this, and it's just a little mellow dirt path back to the section down there where we have 3 or 4 lines. So usually this line's more fun down here. I like to stay left here, absorb and roll, and here's where you have 2 lines. The main line is to the left. It's nice and mellow there, and slight right there, then small roll, small roll. Or when you come down here, take your time to line up this ridge right here. There's a sneaky line that takes you right on this ridge, and then you roll out that slab, and it feels awesome. There's also a third line that I've seen from a guy named Reaper MTB, and he goes right down the middle in the canyon or the slot here, and it's crazy. I don't know how he does it, and it doesn't even seem like he pedal strikes. So I don't know, I've never done it, but it looks very cool. So the main line is to the left, the sneaky line is on the ridge here, the fun line is down the slot, but there's a 4th gangster line that I've only seen one guy do it, and he bombs down this hill, makes it up this little thing, rocky thing right here, go up this little hump, and then roll this rock down. Oh my god, it scares me even just looking at it. But yeah, what the shit, man. Maybe one day. Oh, maybe not. Okay, roll these, and then take the time to line up right here. Roll that, and it feels awesome. Roll these, roll this. You can opt to go wide or roll down this rock, and it's very smooth. It's way smoother than you think, but you still need to absorb the feature. And then here is where you got all those options. Coming down here, you have a couple of choices. Go left here and stay left most of the way, and then cut over to the right at this little gap canyon right here. That looks pretty good actually. I'll try it. Or you can stay left and go over this ridge. Another option is to stay right here, go into this little ravine depression, and finish down on that little nice supported dirt pad, where again you can make a left, then a right, then a left, or straight down and set up better for that left turn. So again, stay high left over the bumps, or slightly right and go down into that little divot right there. And I like to go right usually. So I think, yeah, I'm gonna go right this time. Here, and then here I stay right as well. That sets me up for this turn right here. This section is honestly a little confusing for me. I'm never entirely sure what the right line is, so you might have to session it a little bit to figure it out for yourself. Okay, I'm gonna come down with a little speed here. This time I'm gonna stay left. Wow. Oh man, I don't know, it's more awkward than going right. I recommend staying right. Over here is flowy, a couple of turns. This one's loose here, careful. And here is the main line to the left, and roll these two. But I also noticed a sneaky line there. Coming out of these smooth, flowy turns, you have to go up here, then it's a straighter line down. And over here, stay high right, so it sets you up for this turn over here. Then from here on, you're near the end. Just absorb these rocks, and you are done with stair steps.